Et salut tout le monde, bienvenue dans cette nouvelle vidéo découverte de jeux vidéo. Aujourd'hui, on va tester le fameux Red Dead Redemption Remaster sur la PlayStation 4. Donc on est sur la PS5, du coup on a le droit de passer en 60 images par seconde grâce au patch 1.03. Donc c'est ce qu'on va faire, hein. On va pas s'en priver et on va tester ça. Alors j'avoue j'y ai jamais joué, je vous l'ai déjà dit, hein, j'avais testé vite fait. Après avoir joué à Red Dead 2, mais j'ai jamais terminé ce jeu, donc il faudra le faire, hein, parce que je pense que je vais kiffer ce jeu. Pour l'instant on va juste essayer de voir un petit peu, donc on a aussi le DLC Undead Nightmare, hein. Créer une sauvegarde. Okidoki. Ça me paraît beaucoup moins carré que la PS3. En tout cas, j'ai joué à des jeux récents moins jolis que celui-là. Je sais pas si j'ai mis des sous-titres. Alors s'ils le retiennent en otage, c'est quand même bizarre qu'ils lui laissent ses flammes. Voilà, en otage. L'Aquateur. Il y a encore quelques textures qui sont un peu baveuses quand même. On est vraiment sur du western là. Oh pardon. J'ai oublié de... Désolé. J'ai oublié de couper le son de la télé.
My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we helped the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently, Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family.
Bon, désolé, j'ai dû couper. Je risque de devoir recouper.
John's family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
Donc pour rappel, hein, ça c'est censé se passer après Red Dead 2. Alors c'est là qu'on va... Franchement, je sais déjà que je vais vouloir le faire. Peut-être on le fait. Parce que là on a beaucoup trop de jeux. Peut-être je vais le faire en mode let's play. Parce que là pour les lives on est full.
Sometimes. I'm Jake. Your friends from Blackwater hired me to guide you.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front. Well, here, let's mount up and hit the trail. Take it easy until we're out of town. Ain't no point in causing a ruckus.
Comment je fais pour le faire sprinter?
You're gonna get us both in a world of trouble, Mr. Marston. Best we get out of town.
Yeah.
Ok, c'est bon.
Whoa there.
R1 pour ralentir.
Easy.
So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is.
En bas à gauche.
So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I said, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do find are about as sociable as most rated back to. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time. Come on.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Steve Flanders. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all?
Come on.
Bon, ça se dirige très très bien.
hired me.
C'est
Lee
très
Johnson, do you
joli.
know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide.
Le
I guess
Rio
it's not
Bravo.
my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister.
Faut pas que Memdu voit ça, hein. Je pense qu'ils vont vouloir le faire.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing. Come on.
C'est des grands fans de Red Dead 2.
Damn coyotes. What a waste of good meat. Not far now, Mr. Marston. The port's just over this hill.
Ah, par contre, il a accéléré d'un coup là.
Yeah.
Listen, mister. This here's what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Come on. Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge. No more Dutch. And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
C'est horrible parce que
Well,
je me rappelle plus de lui.
Oh. Poor John.
D'accord. Ok.
Well, you're alive.
so it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarland. Miss Bonnie McFarland.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarland. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Was trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have.
Oh, les visages sont pas très beaux.
And, what will you do
Un mec qui se relève comme ça.
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Ah, il est blessé. Rejoignez Bonnie. Il a une drôle de façon de courir par contre, on est d'accord. Il est loin là sur la map? Est-ce qu'on a une map? Ah. Ah non, elle est juste là. J'ai tendance à vouloir tout le temps appuyer. Vous savez, pour accélérer, comme dans tous les jeux, il faut appuyer pour accélérer. Sauf que là, c'est pas le cas. Ah, il veut pas sauter. Il a vraiment... on dirait qu'il a vraiment un balai dans le cul quand il... Quand il court.
Well, no time to waste. The horses are saddled up over here.
Ils sont scellés où? Je vous suis, madame. Oh. C'est un peu surjoué quand même.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
D'accord.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
Hop on up. He won't bite. Come on then. I'll show you around the property.
Go!
Putain, les chevaux sont beaucoup plus jolis que les persos en fait. Elle veut pas avancer. Elle me parle pas, elle avance pas.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Oh, tout de suite.
Where did you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train station. Things sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
bah c'est bon, on a fait le tour.
And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland. Whoa!
What are you waiting for? Come on, I don't fight.
Elle est où? Regardez comment mais il me fume comment il court. Il y a un moment qu'il a un balai dans le huc.
How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot, then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
Désolé, j'ai mal
Best
relancé.
get moving. This is a day
Allez, on va
of
voir si on
night
peut
for
se
us.
tabasser la tronche à coups de fusil là. Ah ouais, ça par contre. Je prends celui-là, chef.
Whoa there. Let's go. Keep your eyes open and try not to get yourself shot again.
Let's go!
On est vraiment dans l'ambiance
Thank you,
western.
Mr. Marston. I feel a lot happier someone's along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a
Alors, c'était un
Well,
des
with your trigger
petits
itch,
reproches
my
que j'avais fait à Red Dead 2.
we should make quite a
C'est que le
team.
système de combat pour tirer et tout ça, j'avais pas trouvé ça très optimal. C'était un peu spécial. Donc on va voir ce que ça donne. Je pense que ça va pas s'arranger là.
I don't believe it. Those damn rabbits are back. Give me a hand with them, will you?
Ah oui, il y a des lapins là, effectivement. Pourquoi il n'arrive pas à...
Come on then. Time to put that bloodlust of yours to good use.
Alors.
You got one. Did you see that?
Non. Bon, il est parti. Hein. Ah, je suis pas chasseur. Hein.
You're a good shot, Mr. Marston. That rabbit didn't stand a chance. Let's get back on the horses and see what else is going on.
Tout doux là, tout doux.
Whoa there!
Let's get going. We've still got plenty of ground to cover.
Come on!
On va pas se taper contre des mecs là. Il y a une cible.
If it's not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Look out! Coyotes! Shoot them before they get to the animals.
Come!
Come on, boys!
That makes you mine.
Yes, you got one! Quick! We're going after the chicken.
Ah, d'accord.
That coyote won't be back.
Come on, easy up there.
Attends, mais...
Shoot, Mr. Marston.
J'ai l'impression qu'il y a un...
Nice shot.
En fait, il pré-shot. Il pré-shot en fait.
Well, we got rid of the coyote.
Il y a un vrai pré-shot en fait. Il
Pays off chicken.
y a une aide à la visée de
Let's
fou
go.
là.
I'll take you back to your room.
Moi j'avais
No,
envie de
you
faire ça.
can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston.
D'accord. C'est la maison? Sympa.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep
Bon,
and I
système de
will
tir,
see you in the morning.
pas mal.
Good night, Miss
Pas
McFarland.
mal, franchement. Cette aide à la visée, elle est très sympathique. Graphiquement, c'est plutôt bien. L'ambiance, bon, bah, elle est là. De toute façon, on savait. Hein. C'est un super jeu, une belle aventure. Et là, bah, c'est notre petit chez nous. Voilà. C'est notre petit chez nous. On a récupéré nos petits points. Voilà, notre petite maison et tout. Donc on va pouvoir sauvegarder la partie. Et nous, on va s'arrêter là-dessus pour cette première découverte. Mais voilà, je ne sais pas quand. Mais on fera très certainement ce jeu en let's play. Voilà, parce que j'ai envie de le faire. Malheureusement, il tombe à un moment où j'ai pas fini Assassin's Creed Mirage, où il y a Spider-Man 2 qui arrive, et ainsi que Mario Bros Wonder. Donc en gros, il tombe très mal. Mais on va le faire. Et peut-être, voilà, je vais voir. Parce que j'avais installé Cyberpunk, le pauvre, il va encore attendre. Mais je verrai en rentrant du taf, voilà, si j'ai un peu de temps et si j'ai une petite heure à passer sans spécialement être en live, mais pouvoir enregistrer et vous faire le let's play de ce jeu. Voilà, donc c'est très cool. Voilà, j'espère que vous avez kiffé cette petite découverte. C'est le cas, comme d'habitude, n'hésitez pas à lâcher votre plus gros pouce bleu, à vous abonner à la chaîne si ce n'est pas déjà fait. Nous, on se retrouve très bientôt pour des nouvelles vidéos ou des lives. On se retrouvera ce soir en live, très certainement. Allez, salut tout le monde.